I feel like this is some people. This is what people want. This is the action part. That's what they
Oh, we're
want.
live.
Oh, we are alive.
I mean, when you go live, apparently you go live.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, we'll wait and it's fine, and we'll finish here, and you talk about Slaughter Shark, and then, but no, it was just
Well, there
live,
you go. Some behind the scenes.
like behind the
You
scenes,
realize what we talk about on the air is what we talk about in real life all the time anyway.
all the time.
And anyone who's that literate gets bored to tears of this. Drives them crazy.
All right, so this is episode 208. I called it the Alice in Chains mashup because it's the Man in the Hole plot. And if you know Alice in Chains music, you know they have a song called Man in the Box, and they have another song called Down in a Hole. So, the Alice in Chains mashup. Alice in Chains mashup. Slurring that a little bit this morning. I feel like a cancer patient with my hair like this under my hat. But anyhow, it's ACC Championship Day here in the beautiful state of South Carolina, and Rex and I are going to be taking on this Man in the Hole plot. We think we're going to end up with a whole series of plot structure episodes, because there's quite a few of them, and we've done in the past. We've done like a kind of general. What are all the general 6 basic plots or whatever? But we haven't actually gotten down into the weeds with any of them. So the reason we said we were going to do this week is because you told me after our Wednesday night, you're like, let's do that. In our group session Wednesday night, I drew the diagram of the Man in the Hole plot, and then I showed my group. These are all the plot points for the vampire novel, and everybody seemed to kind of thumbs up about that. But I had a question about where I needed to end the novel, and so what should the last scene be? And I had a couple of ideas based on what you guys saw in the plot line. Could you please help me choose which of these scenes would be the last one? So you'd be happy to know I finished those 2 scenes. I wrote them Thursday and yesterday a little bit, and so I'm really pleased with them. So now I just
How long are they?
not long, like
Yeah.
800, maybe 1,000 words each. Like they're real short, real short. And I think it's kind of meant to be that way. Like by the time we get to the end, it's like, close it up, we're done here. But my question for you, because we're going to talk about this sort of the structure of this plot, is that the very simple explanation is like things are okay, then they get really bad, and then they get okay again. Like that's
Right.
basically it, right? And so I want to know if, like, on the okay side, are things supposed to go back to normal? If you think about a movie like Jaws or something like that, where like things get really bad and then they go back to normal, they're not really back to normal. There's
Right.
people that are dead, people have lost their faith in the water, like all these things.
Well,
but like,
the danger is averted.
Okay.
The sense of imminent death or destruction that the thing or whatever the problem, the conflict causes, at least let's say they don't go back to normal, things become stable again.
Okay.
Life gains stability.
Okay, I can go with that. And stability in a way that, like, we know something else is going to come along because that's just how life is.
Right.
But we're better equipped maybe now to deal with, if it's something similar to what we've just gone through.
Right.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into the weeds of that, but I also wanted to invite you, our patrons, to come and participate in our holiday show on Wednesday. We'll be at the Aristocrat at 6 p.m. We've got 8 people planning to read. 2 of them are Rex and myself, but we're going to do a full reading. A bunch of short stories, holiday-themed short stories. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to have a little bit of a contest where people get to vote on which one they think is best. And after we decimate everybody else, because you and I are kick-ass storytellers,
Absolutely.
then I'm kidding. I'm sure there'll be
I'm
very
not.
strong other contenders. But anyway, so hopefully we'll get a chance to recognize our patrons. If you're not able to make it out, don't worry. We have our list of thanks and all that. We'll make sure we get that posted for you. Thank you, as always, for supporting the show. We will see you on the air in just a few minutes. Take care. And stop. How do I stop?